Alright. Stream is starting up. I have to clean out my drive after NA. Why do I have you boosted by 1 decibel? Let me turn you down slightly. Perfect. I was running. That shouldn't be. No, cool. Alright. So yeah, we have a near full server at 121. So it's gonna be fun.
Ooh, we're coming back. We're on the rise.
What month is it? August?
Yes.
So yeah, everyone should be out unless they're in summer school. Usually in the summers you see a spike in people playing Arma, so not much surprise there.
Indeed.
Otherwise, we have a 3 uplink. Looks pretty standard for what we're gonna have going because of just 2 vehicles on either side. One has M2s, the other's gonna have a 7.62, which interesting choice on that regard, but I'll see how exposed the gunners on the 113s are. But if it says A3, I'd assume it's a slightly up-armored version, so maybe some minor shielding.
Indeed. Words. I am exhausted.
Dream apparently went to Legoland and is just completely out of it, so...
I remember when I was drunk? Imagine that, except I'm not drunk.
You're just tired?
I'm very tired. I had a power nap in the car. I'm 6'3".
If
I
you
can't
wanna
feel my knees.
If you wanna go take a
No.
nap, man, feel free. I don't care.
I had the power nap. I'm fine.
Okay, because you still sound a little delirious, but I'm sure you'll catch yourself up.
I always sound delirious. So I don't know.
Do
what
you
you're talking about.
do you got any like coffee or tea or caffeine
not-
to wake yourself up with?
I have Coca-Cola. I don't drink coffee or tea.
Gotcha. Well, I guess that'll be good enough then, right?
Probably not.
Oh, he wasn't building Legos. He went to actually like the theme park, Legoland or whatever.
I was going to buy a 65-pound Lego set, but I was talked out of it by my brain.
So I sold the rights to your feet pics to someone in your Discord. I no longer can legally sell them, so it's his problem now.
Yep.
So just letting you know.
I actually had a fucking I was so confused about that yesterday. I've given up at this point. I've just given up.
Okay. But how are you guys in chat doing? We'll have the prediction in a bit.
New and improved.
Yeah, I came in and I got a warning saying there was a man in the middle attack going on. I'm like, oh, they switched IPs. Cool. Lovely.
we actually have an FNF Discord, fucking TeamSpeak now.
Yep. I mean, if you want the Discord for my chat, you can just do !FNF. I'd say come and play, but we're full today, so
we are full.
Maybe for the later rounds.
It's kind of good me and Liru got in when we did. Otherwise, chances of us getting in.
We probably wouldn't have gotten slots then.
Yeah.
That's why we show up early.
I have no clue where they've all come from. They've all come from somewhere, and I'm not.
I saw UTG had a lot of people show up today. Scandia Recon had a good chunk today. Papega Pirates only have a handful, but I mean it's the usuals. Guy Fieri, Kane, Legal Action, Flux. I mean,
everyone's
strong names right there.
New and improved.
Coalition brought in a few guys for the EU branch. We've got 1RW, we've got TK, TAS, 4IB, no Stark today. A few TSB players. Oh God, actually, I think that's the most TSB players I've seen in here in quite a hot. Wow. 6. Usually it's only like 3, at most.
Wow. The TSB uprise.
First RRF. Shit ton of UTG, as I mentioned. Some group called the American Forces. I guess they're new.
Oh, they are new. I just don't think they managed to make it to an EU event.
And a bunch of FNF staff tags, not staff tags, guest tags, but on names like Maz, Logan, not Bay, so they just haven't been sorted yet. They gave Bay an FNF veterans tag, yeah. I agree with that one, Chief.
To be fair, I don't align myself with any community.
Yeah.
So, you know, maybe I deserve the FNF veterans tag. For no apparent reason, other than that. Though, you know what?
You said you quit FNF, though.
Oddly freeing. The downsides of not being with a community, any like MCOs or anything like that, I have to reserve myself
We could just
alone.
ask one of the people.
Because, you know.
Here, we're going to do the
Alone.
prediction a little early. Awesome. I mean, you could always just ask one of the people in FNF, not FNF, excuse me, one of the MCO community leaders, if you notice, like, while they're reserving slots, they have some extras, you can just ask them. That's allowed.
That takes effort.
Right, and you don't like to give effort, I forgot.
Yeah, how many times have I shown up to your MCOs and gone, hey, any slots?
Yeah, I mean, well, you could at least then request reserves, because I actually have a handful of reserves that might get first pick, so we'll see how things go.
I'm fine with last pick. I'm fine if I get, like, an assistant auto rifleman.
All right, well, let's begin with the operation here. So we have Blue 4 attacking Green 4. 3 terminals to hit. It is not in any sequential order. They can be hit at any time. But otherwise, Blue 4 is our main marine woodland camo here. So 5.56 rifles, 249s, 240 Bravos for the medium machine gun. Matt's going to be a Carl Gustav. We'll see who has that on the roster in a second. And they've got 2 M113s that are the A3 model, so they've got some shielding on the 50 cal, some transport trucks, and 2, I think these are 4-man Humvees. Yep, those are 4-man. In command is Jib Style, who, he's not one of the normal guys you see always take it, but he's still one of the guys that occasionally takes it, so that's better than nothing. But he usually has a pretty good track record. He's got Cardboard being his 2nd platoon HQ leader, Vagrant being 1st platoon HQ, Bass Spirit commanding X-Ray with G-Legs taking Marksman, pretty good Marksman there. Leia being the medic for that group. I know Leia's on the multi, if anyone's curious. 4IB taking Bravo, and I don't see Stark today. I already mentioned that, though. And then Bravo 2, Sandboy, and Zemka. I don't see an Alpha for Blue 4. Oh, they're all the way on the bottom, that's why. So we'll get to them. Charlie is going to be Olaf Pickles, who is taking the Mat weapon. DJ taking the medium machine gun for that group. That's basically the AA group because of Shy, and I recognize all those names from there. And then we've got Papega Pirates, which I would say are one of, if not the best community out there, usually vibing for that spot with Scandi Recom. They're going to be taking Delta with Kane Guy Fieri, Legal Action Flux, and they've got a few additional fill-ins there. I think Vince is also part of that group. UTG taking Echo, mix of Echo 1 and Echo 2 with Command. Don't know if the rest of those guys are either fill-ins or part of UTG as well. I would assume yes, because UTG has a lot of people in here today. Fred just giving some reminders there in chat. Foxtrot 2 and... Nope, Foxtrot 2 is just a pair for the weapon team there. You got Gamma with 7 people in it to operate the 2 113s. That's a little bit of overkill for the player count there. And then Alpha is what appears to be Lolo, but he's not TSB. He's switched groups. No, wait, he's got Prozzy with him. So, nope, and Reaper's there too, so Kibia, no, that is TSB, my bad, with some fill-ins, okay. And then Ash, Tackle Bear, and Gazog taking Foxtrot 1 to fill in with Foxtrot 2 to make a full team. That's, yeah, Zeus Gamers. So, not a bad roster there, good mix of veteran players with Papega Pirates. AA, they can do pretty well. I've got nothing to complain about there. Jib, good commander. Good assets. We'll have to see what they come up with. Lack of heavy hitter names, though, other than Papega Pirates themselves.
Okay.
So we'll see how that balances out with Green 4. You want to do Green 4?
I'll do Green 4.
Right.
Green 4, we have the tried and true Maz. Everyone knows him from my chat, your chat, everyone's
He
chat.
He co-commentates with us all the time, and he's been recently stepping up to play more on the ground.
He has proved himself many a time in manager in CO positions, so there is no doubt that he will be effective within that position. Just to go with their kits, it is typical Russian woodland kits, AKs. The
762 versus 556 because these guys also have
I did see
PKMs and
that.
PKP, so it's all 762 based. Interesting.
So I can't actually find Charlie. There they are. Okay, so Eander's got his big stick. It's just RPG. 72, I think. I don't know.
RPG, yeah.
Yeah.
3, I believe.
Okay.
Or 7, whatever. It's the standard traditional RPG.
Looking. In terms of roster, well, actually, they're 2 vehicles. They have the 2. I don't actually know what these are.
BRDM UMs. So
BRDM
there's no
UMs.
turret on the top. Instead, they just have an opening with a PKT.
Okay, pretty interesting.
So just 762 machine gun.
All right, so X-Ray is Research, Mello, Tolly, and Fred. That is the FK guys. Alpha with a few guys who I do recognize. I think that's PLH. I'm not going to. No, first RRF.
Yeah, it's first RF. PLH is different.
Yeah. 28th CAD taking Alpha 2, filling in for them. Mike taking Bravo. I'm not entirely sure that team. A couple of Taz and a couple of randoms in Bravo 2. Scandi Recon, of course, taking the big stick with 2 randomers. I'm not entirely sure. I've never seen their names before.
Outquack is TSB, but he plays with Scandi, and then Smoke. I don't know too much about him.
Delta taken by Crazy Killer. A lot of players I'm not going to notice here.
We got
Pyros,
the new people in for this round. That's why we're full.
Nico Archance taking Delta 2. Valenti, a admin, and a couple of other PFC.
Norris there with him too. He's been the latest one to show some really good promise.
He's got that PKM again, so expect him to do maybe a little bit of damage. Not Bay, Julie, Carlson, Jeffrey in Foxtrot 1. Not Bay, not having the MG, but having
he's part of a vehicle crew. Or wait, no, he's part of the machine gun team that's Foxtrot. Yeah,
Foxtrot 2. Logan taking what seems to be a lone
solo BRDM.
BRDM. I'm not surprised he does that a lot.
Yep. And then Azariah with the rest of Scandi filling in Charlie 1. Now, I'm actually not surprised that Maz is opting not to use the BRDM UMs because you are super exposed when you're on those. When you're on the gun specifically, you don't move. The gun only moves when you're in that texture, so you're just a sitting target. There's no way you can, like, for example, in a Humvee, maneuver your body to, try to slide yourself in deeper into the Humvee itself. So I'm not surprised Logan is taking that solo. They're probably just going to use him as a recon unit to try to find Blue 4's advance because this map is pretty massive for this AO. But heavy hitters, I mean, we got the entirety of Scandi Recon. We got Logan who can do a wild card play, and he's been being given a Vic to pull something like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to engage Blue 4 as they're coming into the AO on their own. That could give Green 4 a good early advantage. Not Bay and Norris together on the same team with Scandi to, give that extra bit of heavy hitters. And with Scandi, I'm trying to determine who has the better roster here. I would say Green 4 by a little bit, but Blue 4, if they can field those 113s, can do a lot better. Dream, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm doing some mic things.
Says you're losing connection. I was just making sure you didn't drop.
Yeah, no, I'm here.
All right. So let's go ahead and look at the terminals here. Let me know when you're good. I'll pass it off to you.
Yeah.
You're good?
Terminals, yes. Okay.
All right, you want to do Terminal 1?
Terminal 1, seemingly just a residential area surrounded by a couple of trees on a hilltop. Lots of defilade around the area and lots of trees. Not a bad area. You do have a pretty nice defensive area in terms of the high-rise buildings. You could sit a recon guy up on the spiral tower. But at the end of the day, if I was commander, I wouldn't be too keen on this position, especially with the low ground defilade like valley here.
Yeah.
You could push up to that, get to those brick walls, and then bang, they're in.
If Green 4 wanted to commit like their entire force here, then that's cool, but this is on the side of a ridge, and I could see those 113s getting in some good high areas and just suppressing the hell out of these buildings, and that 50 cal will penetrate into these buildings. So I think Green 4 is actually not going to this objective, instead opting for 2 instead of all 3, so I think that's a good call there.
Terminal 2 is much better. Lots of flat ground. Obviously, you have the ridge lines to the west and north, which, while while not great, those are perfect shooting positions if anyone tries to come up them, because there's not a lot of trees. The one to the southwest may be better for blue 4 than they are for green 4, but they could also just station more guys on there. Things will end up being better, and it's just a nice flat ground to the southeast, so any attack they'll see coming from a decent way away.
I could see green 4 using 2 squads and actually getting a good 360 around this position, and having something in the middle to act as QRF depending on where there's an attack from. There's not a lot of good positions the 113s can stage from other than to direct west along that ridge, but that's a little bit closer. You could see some RPG plays by Yander because he's really good at making those shots, but I could also see blue 4 garrisoning the town to the west and trying to stage from there, but with only iron sights, I don't think that's going to be really viable, but maybe a good marksman play for blue 4, we'll have to see.
Go team 6 now.
What about Terminal 3?
Okay, sorry, my mic has been, I don't know really what happened. I left it for one night and then all of a sudden it just broke.
It happens, man. Technology's weird.
Okay, now Terminal 3 is
Scarab,
one I
thanks
can
for the Twitch Prime
definitely
sub.
see them just, you know,
Hope you keep enjoying the
employing
apps.
most here.
Yeah,
It
nice
is
kick out
on
of
a
the scenario.
hilltop. Perfect if you just get a complete 360 around the town, especially if you can get your like Foxtrot gunners. The only straight and semi-covered way is pretty much south, which is the main road. Obviously, coming up the hill isn't the worst.
Blue 4
choice, but if you
US-based
get caught
kits
out
and
in these open areas
green
by the
4 are more
Foxtrot gunner
indigenous
squad,
defenders because they got older AKs.
He's actually putting Scandi Recon here, or Summer Scandi Recon,
Go team
just
6
as actually an
now.
infidel.
New, what's this?
You know, you did. I can see people
Midnight,
getting cut up like really
rocking
quickly.
the new 4-year badge. So I think Terminal 3 is the best because you have all these open areas around, a lot of ways to make kill zones. The only concern with it is the 113 staging from far hills and suppressing because there's not a lot of cover around the perimeter specifically, but I could see green 4 making some because the entirety of the town is in the SART zone. So if they wanted to fortify the heck out of this, they potentially could. But really, how do I put it? There's not a lot of breathing room once blue 4 were to actually get their feet in the door. But I think green 4 could easily just lock down these open areas and entirely prevent blue 4 from getting in. So I'd probably do a strong arm, weak arm, strong arm at Terminal 3, where you just lock that down, and then the weak arm for only, like, 2 squads worth of my guys around Terminal 2, just to stall for time. And also delay the blue 4 force and try to guess where blue 4's main groups are coming from. I'd put Scandi Recon out in reserve, and I would rely on them to do flanks, but I mean, this is mainly going to be an infantry fight against, 2 113s, so we'll just have to see how that goes. But I really like Sector 3's defensive positioning here.
Yeah, sorry, I was listening.
Yeah, no
was just
problem.
Still doing
But
some
Midnight Runner, thanks for the 48-month
technical
resub. It's FNF.
shit.
120 people, actually 124
alright,
people are
I
going to be
guess it's the time
PvPing,
to
and
put our
we're going to watch it all
official
happen, which is pretty fun.
thoughts on it. Funnily enough, the entirety of 4IB are question marks. Probably
That's because they're in the 113s.
Yeah, the 113s don't have the
Reference item on the map because
yeah.
RHS is too lazy to fix that.
All right. I will put it to you first. Who are you calling for this one?
I would give it to green 4, but it's not a confident bet in my opinion.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ways they could screw this up. I am seeing them staging units on the outside of their zone because they're probably going to try to push out and be a little more proactive here. But with only a few transport Vics, there's not a lot of room for intercepting blue 4, and even then, map is big. Blue 4 has a lot of ways to get around this, but if they're going to be using their vehicles, you can kind of predict based off of where the roads are. So maybe we'll see an ambush get set up, maybe not, but
Yeah, what I do like what Maz has done here
Tough.
is set up a small force of like the Delta guys and Logan on the southeast to check if anything's coming down those roads.
Yep.
And then he has the small spotty forces of Foxtrot, Bravo, and Bravo 1 sort of creating this firing line who's going to be able to pull back into Sector 2 if needed. What I would say is I would swap. I would put Foxtrot on Sector 3. I think they'd be deadly if anyone tried coming up
Oh
those
yeah,
hills.
open fields with the medium machine guns, definitely.
I don't really like the position they're in now. I don't think it will bring too much. You know, it won't be as effective as it could be there.
Well, so what's nice about the PKM and PKP builds when they're given to Op 4 and Green 4 is, honestly, it's all the same weapon. It's just the PKP you can put a freaking red dot on it or something. It's only really effective when you have magnified optics allowed for everyone. So I think any squad with its machine gunner could lock down a really good angle, but I believe you're right, the medium machine gunners would be a lot better at the third objective because there's just a lot more open ground to work with, and open ground and machine gunners are a really good combo in PvP.
Yes, and here we go. Blue 4 have actually left behind C. Edwards. So he will be running for this
Mitochondria. Is that a play on
Blue 4 going
mitochondria,
straight down
except the word
actually,
clown in the
going down
middle?
road. They are going
I love
for
it.
a
Thanks for the Twitch Prime
western
sub. I hope you
side
keep enjoying the
push.
operations. Hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Yeah, so they're going to follow the MSR. They're cutting west. They don't want to go through the town. The question is going to be, are they going to cut left or right? I'm willing to bet they're going to cut right and just keep the MSR.
Yeah, there you go. Well, it could be X-ray alone, but something interesting for AB Smith just crashed at the start of the mission. He was Bravo 1 in the M113.
Ouch.
And yeah, they are cutting right.
It is FNF. Anything is entirely possible.
Yeah,
so...
They seemingly are going maybe straight for the heart.
Yeah, no, I think they're going to follow up this SSR, and then at the T intersection, they're going to take a right, probably dismount right in front of Terminal 1, if not just before. Get someone to do some scouting on it, which I believe is what the whole point of having X-Ray's Humvee go first. And you're seeing Green 4 starting to branch forces out to the south, I guess, to set up. But what's nice about the terminals is Green 4 will get, at least a minute-and-a-half warning when Terminal 1's taken before it actually explodes, and that can let them do any last-minute maneuvers to try to ambush Blue 4 as they come in on this round.
I think if they were to stop just below Terminal 1 and push up, I think that would be worst-case scenario for Blue 4, because then they have to fight through waves and waves.
What are they?
Worst-case scenario for Green 4, because Green 4... have kind of set up on the hills on the sides and have kind of left the big gap open in the middle, which can be just transferred with Delta 1 and Delta 2 and all that squad moving on, but I don't know. What have they done?
So Blue 4, I think, is fearing an ambush at the T intersection south of Terminal 1, which would be logical because that was like right next to where the edge of Green 4's spawn zone was. So it looks like they're going to actually pull west through the mountains and then swing north and try to attack from the left side. Interesting.
I see that being a decent, but the unlucky thing is that they will now just catch X-Ray in the X-Ray will catch them in the perfect position and call back to depending on if they attack from a diagonal or if they attack just straight,
so
from the side.
X-Ray does have some blind spots here. Again, it does depend on where they come from, but if they come from the open western ridges, X-Ray is going to spot this group coming in. I would think that they're going to cut to get into the SSR and then follow that up and then potentially use that as the first dismount point. But around here, there's not really a lot of roads to work with. So somewhere you're just going to see a mass dismount and a lot of units push in. And I'm a little fearful on that because once they leave the VIX behind, Green 4, the way they're entrenched, is going to really slow down Blue 4's pushes, especially at Terminal 3. I think we're going to see Blue 4 either double back after realizing Terminal 1's empty to grab their VIX and move up with them, or they're going to just have two forces in a pincer attack go to different areas on the map itself, maybe for Terminal 1 and 3 at the same time, because otherwise they're just going to get bogged down for time.
So I think if I could say, so obviously we both have not really seen Jib style take command all that often. If I could confidently, if there was someone else who I knew who was doing this sort of plan in the hot seat, I would probably be able to think of what they were going to do beyond first contact. But because it's Jib, I genuinely do not really particularly know much of his commanding, ability or past. So I think I've seen him at command a few times. I can't exactly remember how he did, or any particular thing like that, but you know.
So betting pool is about to finish. Over 100,000 points in the pot. It's about 2-1, 1-2, excuse me. Blue 4 to green 4. So people are feeling a little more confident on green 4 pulling this one home.
Indeed.
Now it's just downtime. So I'll use this time to explain something on my stream. Dream, I have a small D goal up for a few $100 because I'm going to use that.
I know you're explaining something very serious here, but I would like you to go look at X-Ray.
For Blue 4?
No, X-Ray. Yeah, X-Ray for Blue 4 and Platoon 2 HQ.
Ah, I see. They just
fine.
crashed into each other and broke some of the wheels of their Vic.
How did they do that on the hill?
That's a good question. I don't know. That's a good one. As I was saying, I'm going to take the Aftermath mod. I'm going to take Freeside from it because it's appears to be fully working. I'm going to turn it to a checkpoint RP.
Can I come?
Yeah, it's going to be not this coming Wednesday. It's the Wednesday after that, 6:30 to 9. I'll have, it's going to be pure PvP. In the sense that we'll have people defending the checkpoint, and then I'll have actors doing stuff, and I'll make a big write-up.
I am a good actor. I'm a good actor.
So I have the D goal up just because it's going to take me a little while to do all the write-ups to explain the factions and whatnot. So we'll see how things go.
Let me be banana seller.
You. Sure. Fuck it.
I want to sell bananas.
Okay.
That is the only thing I will ever do. Is sell bananas. I am the banana man.
Right on, McQuad. Good luck, man.
Yeah, I'm very
Sounds
interested
good.
to find out.
Hope it all goes well.
They ended up on the hill.
How they crashed on the hill? I mean,
Yeah.
I think this will be one of the mysteries that science will never be able to answer.
I
know
think
Leia was streaming.
Oh, yeah,
She's on the
maybe
multi, so we
got
can watch it back later. Who the
All we
heck
know
knows?
is that it will probably be something stupid. But that will be a handicap to Blue 4 because now that has put X-Ray dead last. Platoon 2
In the
HQ
convoy,
is
yeah.
also dead last.
So if they were relying on that recon, they're not going to get it anymore.
They now just have Golf leading the charge, which isn't the worst. And yeah, I think what they could, or what I can see what they're going for here is they're getting a recon on Terminal 1 and 2 at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, look, they're going to draw across here, and yeah, here comes all the dismounts. So perhaps they're going to push in as one big force and then split off into two. One force going to Terminal 1 and one force going to Terminal 2.
So I'm watching X-Ray right now for Green 4 to see if they'll notice this force coming over the hill.
Well, looking at the... oh my god, why has he put the SSW kit down? Why? It's the most useless thing.
Well, it stabilizes your gun.
Why would you... Yeah, but why would you put it... It's just hello, I am here. Please shoot me.
Well,
Off the ground, bro.
I think X-Ray is a little preoccupied at the moment.
There's a bit of spinning going on.
Little bit of spinning. I mean, it's spinning to win.
Good chance they probably can't actually see them up there. But once they move over to the hill closer, then they'll have probably not a straight shot, but they'll have an idea. Fred, on the other hand, though, is someone who I know can spot pretty well, and he's actually looking directly. Oh no, he's turned around.
I'm going to be honest, if Green 4 X-Ray spots these guys coming in, they could get some pretty nasty shots in. It's going to be a pretty significant range, though, at least a kilometer, so we'll see what they decide to do.
Done it, mate.
All right, Blue 4 starting to advance over the ridge. I'm just watching Mello's POV to see if he sees the infantry moving.
I'll have a look at Fred. Oh, we already have our first death. It is Julie.
How did Dooley die?
I think he was hit by the B.
Well, he's green 4.
I think it was hit by the BRDM.
How did he die?
We've seen worse. Perfectly
You're
honest,
right.
we've seen
Yeah,
worse.
he might have just died to the BRD. What the fuck?
Very good.
Wouldn't be F and F without a technicality death first. Rest in peace. But there's a few other projects that I'm going to work on over the next month and a half that might require some deagles as well, because one of them is really, really stupid.
Woo! I like stupid plans. Stupid plans are the best plans because
I'm
stupid.
looking into getting someone to texture emus into Arma 3 for one specific
Alright.
war.
Oh, I know exactly what war
One
you're coming to.
specific
Please
war.
Please let me come so I can bully them. Please let me come to everything.
What, the
I am
emus?
so bored and alone. The emus? Yeah, emus.
Well, the
Emu war.
emus won't be playable. You fight
I
the
want
emus.
to be an emu. I want to be an emu.
You're not allowed to be an emu, Dream. I'm
I wanna be
sorry.
an emu. This is my one dream in life.
Well, I mean, the emus won the war. I don't want the players to win. I want them to lose.
Oh, you think I'd actually win a war? Oh. Research is looking with the Vector 21s on the exact ridge Blue 4 were, but I don't think he saw any of them.
Well, yeah, they're just friendly wiggling up top, just dicking around.
I really hope they just get nailed with a bunch of runs. So, DJ, who actually crashed, who was in Blue 4 Charlie, said they were supposed to hold the Overwatch on hill over Sector 1 and 2.
Blue 4 knows
So-
X-rays there, though. I'm seeing, like, guys in binos just watching them. Why is Dream's dream to be an emu? I don't know, Pikachu. It's just how he wants to live his life. Not Bay ran Dooley over by accident, apparently. Ah, that's pretty good. Oh, so someone threw a smoke grenade on the southwestern ridge. Now Milo's watching.
Was that one of our guys?
What do you mean?
I was just making a joke, so Milo's probably asking, was that one of our guys? But they've just given away their complete position.
So-
This is why you bind it to double G.
I don't know if that was an accident or if that was on purpose, just to bait Green 4's attention, because that's only one squad and the main force is still over here, but it's weird. But I've seen weird
None of them-
strategies in FNF, so...
But none of them are looking that way. There are only like 3 of them are looking at X-Ray. Everyone else is looking over at Terminal 1. Oh, DJ got a status access violation crash. Oh, DJ, don't remind me of that. I spent about 3 months working with that problem.
Ouch.
Turns out it was my SSD.
Big ouch.
It was very sad. It's a sad day. But it was a happy day because then I got a basically new PC because it stopped crashing.
So almost 15 minutes have been given to the maneuvering. 35 minutes remaining for the round.
Also, sorry, I know it's a bit far. Did Dark Pikachu try and dream shame me?
Did he try to dream shame you? I believe so, but
Wow. Wow.
I'm waiting to hear the Green 4 marksmen start opening up, you know? I think they're waiting for Blue 4 marksmen to come around and engage, but...
Rival marksman is Greg. And they are going way around.
Green 4 is still focusing on that hill where that smoke grenade came from.
Infidel and Nafs are just driving.
Driving.
If they're not, if they're, I guess, if Infidel and Nafs are lucky, they'll run straight into I'll run straight into them.
So I don't know what Blue 4's plan is. I think they're holding there waiting for recon to get in position, because that's the only thing I can think of. But we've got Delta 1 with Pepega Pirates. They're now being deployed, I guess, to flank on Terminal 1. But the rest of Blue 4 seems content. We've got the 113s moving. Trying to see if they have anyone loaded with them. They do not.
Well, Delta 1, who's Pepega Pirates, I think is actually moving around Terminal 1 right now to give it a, you know, a love tap, checking if anyone's there, and they'll obviously find out that no one's there.
So the only thing I can think of is Pepega Pirates, they're going to clear out Terminal 1, then you're going to see Blue 4 do a massive reposition to get on the southern side of Terminal 1 and then stay on the plateau here. Maybe do some flanking around too, but this is just going to eat up another 10 minutes of the clock, give or take. That means the remaining, what, 15, 20 minutes are going to be scrambling on Blue 4's side, and we'll probably see a lot of misplays at that point.
This is a time game. Also, Naf's Nimia have got out of the perfect point to probably catch Blue 4 X-Ray.
Are you kidding me?
With their pants down. Look at them. They are coming out the exact spot.
This is gonna be funny. Leave it to Scander Recon to somehow find Blue 4 X-Ray just out of the blue.
They're not looking the right way. Nimi hasn't got a gun out.
I love how G-Legs, as soon as Green 4 like came in the open, turned around and said something, I think just completely missed seeing them.
Very good. None of them have seen each other yet.
Yeah.
Nimi is looking the complete wrong way. I think they're here on a scouting mission for the main Blue 4 force. And depending on what Infidel does, they might completely miss each other.
That's hilarious.
Oh, no. Oh, no. No, I thought X-Ray Blue 4 were getting low, but...
Terminal 1 is about to be tapped by Flux. There it is. Also seen Holt running around at around marker 138, putting some stuff down. Are you noticing every 30 seconds there seems to be like a second lawn spike?
Nope. I haven't noticed anything. Maybe you've got bad PC.
Maybe.
Maybe it needs more thermal paste. More.
When I was saying it, I was drunk and I said thermite paste, and my
yeah, I know, it was really funny.
yeah, people were asking if my computer burned down.
Oh, Azalea, no. They've perfectly bypassed each other here, but Blue
That's
4
hilarious.
might find Green 4's trucked.
Where is Green 4's truck?
It's just on the other side, about to the east. I have lost it myself.
It was a UAZ.
Yeah.
It's funny how that works. So Blue 4 is now sending forces down the ridge to potentially get on to X-Ray Green 4's position. I assume they're going to take that town and then use it to stage. And the 113s are flanking around on the other side.
Oh.
Right into Green 4's lines.
Foxtrot 2 must have seen that. Like, they can hear him.
They can hear him, yeah.
Seen him. The Blue 4 X-Ray has just set up Terminal 3. Well, they have Scandi Recon not 100 meters away.
Blue 4 is firing at Green 4 X-Ray. Shots raining out at the 33.5-minute mark. 113s are now engaging as a gunner from Delta 2 is trying to get him.
Why?
He can hit the guy on the top with his PKM.
Realize they are driving straight into Charlie 2.
All right, Ander.
It's time to make that big
He's got
stick
the
work.
RPG out. He's looking.
There's no way he tries from this distance, right?
It's Iander. Actually, I think this is the distance where the round will detonate.
And they decide to stop and fire back.
RPG fired. Ho 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 ho!
They realize the mistake they made.
Scandi Recon has turned around. They're now going back uphill.
Oh. They're going back for their truck. They've heard the shooting over at,
I think they're going to miss him.
Ooh, Nafs though.
No additional deaths
Greg
yet.
might be lining up to take a shot here.
Yeah, no, Scandy's not going to catch him. Unless the Blue Force starts shooting.
Nice. They are so close.
So here's what's going on right now. Jib is using the 113s to distract.
Yeah.
So he can try to maneuver the rest of his infantry over. X-rays folded away from the western town. So now you're going to see all of Blue 4. No, they're pulling back now. They're going to load up in Vix. Okay.
Perhaps Blue 4 X-Ray's job was to just see if they could attack him from this side.
I think they're going to get in the Vix and I guess charge up either to the south of Terminal 1 or to the western town and push from there. We have Papega Pirates
So
also scaling here.
Green 4 are going to get in this Vic, start it up. I'm sure Blue 4 X-Ray will be like, wait a second. Wait a damn second.
It might freak him out, but we'll have to see.
Here we go. I want to see them all in unison just turn around. Oh, base realizes. No, he doesn't.
I think they heard it faintly, but now it's gone, so it's no longer their concern. So 113s have folded back. I
think
guess.
that was a tester. I think that was just a quick prod at the bee's nest.
Yeah.
The bee's nest, the hornet's nest, to see what kind of defense they have on Terminal 1. 3.
The issue is we're running out of time here.
That's the thing. Jib is trying to be so calm, collected, and just, smart about it. Gonna run out of time, but he does have Delta 1 pushing up straight to Foxtrot 1 here. Jeffrey is watching.
The Vic is screwed.
How did that happen?
I don't ask questions.
I don't think it was hit by anything.
It was not. I think they just hit it with a trench.
So, Delta 1 getting closer and closer. None of them are looking, but Delta 1...
Shots going to Foxtrot 2. Pingus gets Hillary Clintoned.
But they get start getting suppressed. They have no clue what's going on. This is Papega Pirates, obviously. GL's going out.
Guy Fieri's charging to that position. King's charging to this other position that Bay's in. Is this going to be a Papega Pirates solo game?
So Foxtrot 2 just got wiped. Or the lower force of Foxtrot 2.
Yeah.
They have no idea King's pulling up. They're all just trying to heal as best they can. Here's King. I think he's prepped a nade. He doesn't. He's thinking to Jeffrey. He throws the nade.
Oh, there goes Bay. There goes Jeffrey.
It's just Carlson left.
There's a reason the man. Oh, no. Carlson's running for it. Guy Fieri's cleared out that other section. Carlson's running around. Catches legal action, takes him out. Val getting suppressed. Carlson taking fire. I think Flux just got him.
But look at this Bravo 2 squad.
They're running.
Away.
They're running. They're scared. They're scared of Pega Pirates.
And Foxtrot have been completely cleared. So that is a huge force now gone.
You think Pega are just going to go straight to Terminal 2 and just take it? Because they have no resistance on that route anymore.
I would not be surprised.
Green Force just folding everything into the last objective.
Bravo didn't bother folding. Bravo didn't. I feel like.
Yeah, if Bravo 2 folded back, they would have been able to sandwich and eliminate this group. But wow, they tried and then they ran back. Like, nope, this is a bad idea. Fuck it.
They you saw them all run out in force and then
they just ran back.
Like, who is it? Oh, it's the Pega Pirates. It's like, oh, okay, I'm turning around.
Never mind.
Oh no, but here we go. Now they start firing from afar, so they don't have to get up close. But there's Val. Val isn't obviously a Pega Pirate, but can he prove his worth here today?
I think you're seeing some shots from the Bravo 2 position, but
right, they're just popping off shots at them. Who's this Echo 1?
What the heck?
Oh, UTG pushing up with a massive force.
Still worried about the time. We're at the 25-minute mark. Looks like Green 4 and X-Ray are shooting back and forth.
Oh, yeah, look.
To the north. Yep, they're folding back to try to intercept. They're like, wait, shit, did we miss something? They're going to watch this back and kick themselves, I swear.
They want blood, and they are going to get it.
All right, Pepega, 5-man strong, only lost legal action, but literally wiped a full squad. Let's see where they go to next.
Yeah, they just start getting engaged massively. It will be interesting to see how far Charlie 2. I think they might just stop before this hill and get a look-see down.
So for terminal, the only overtime condition is if the terminal is counting down as the timer expires.
So if the timer goes over 0 or below 0, it will go overtime has been connected. But as soon as someone disconnects it, that is GG. Game done. So it could be on 1 second, and a Green 4 could run in just a completely alone Rambo style, disconnect it, and then bang.
So Blue 4 is coming to the northern side of this position for X-Ray. Scandy's still trying to do this flank around. Might run into each other.
All right, they've decided to dismount in perfect position, just far away, so they can't hear it. But now they're going southwest. Oh no!
If they miss them again, I'm gonna be angry.
So upset. I mean, Scandi Recon don't miss twice, right? Oh no! Oh, NAF's
They're sprinting around.
Oh my god, they're just gonna bypass each other perfectly. Unless Leah's seen them.
Nope.
Leah hasn't seen them.
Oh my fucking god.
One of you just look down the hill.
Oh my fucking god.
One of you just turn left.
They're too busy memeing. They're too busy memeing.
Just turned left for a second. Oh, Infidel? Nope.
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 I don't think Blue 4 noticed either.
Oh my god, this is depressing.
Welcome to the fog of war.
Nibia turned left, but it's completely too late. Infidel's popped his... they've bypassed each other again.
I love this game.
But what you do have now is Charlie 2 and Alpha 2 pushing straight...
Yep, Bravo 2 as well, to go up on that hill.
It seems this is where Scandi Recon will probably catch them out.
Bravo 2 now trying to engage with Echo for Blue 4 on the southern side, and Pepega Pirates are debating if they want to stage and attack Terminal 2. Only got Holt in the way.
Send in Goat Team 6.
Bro Reed, thanks for the 3-month resub, my man. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Spotting 0. Pepega Pirates making their push to Terminal 2. See, even if they
Bravo.
get it, go ahead, go ahead.
Bravo have still not left their position. They took a couple pot shots and shouted, "Yes, you better stay away."
Oh my God, there's 2 people dead at their position, one at the trenches and one on some rocks.
Oh God, and now they have to deal with the entirety of the Echo Squad coming in.
Ooh,
right,
Logan's driving right into Papega Pirates.
Incredible.
They have no AT.
Yeah, but they have guns. Oh, Logan.
Logan's like, nope, not dealing with them either today.
Time to back up.
Backing up. No one wants to play with Papega Pirates.
Logan's jumped into the gun. Chad. Oh, he might catch Flux out here if he. Oh no.
He's trying. Can't believe Papega are just gonna snipe 2 of the objectives. I'm not sure if that was part of Jonathan's plan. Yep. I told you Holt was gonna get slapped, like being in that open position. That gunfire is making everyone now turn back in, realizing that they might be in trouble.
Oh my God, we have some Bravo movement. It's the other Bravo, but we have it.
Oh my God.
So how many have Papega Pirates actually lost?
Only one. Fieri getting in a fight with Faltney. Theme going up to back him up. Grenades being thrown. It was just a smoke. Now we have frags going.
This one might hit Vince pretty hurt. So they still have Logan on their rear, who's just kind of
Faltney and Theme are dead.
They got killed by the grenade. Very good.
Jesus. Norris is here, though. Another heavy hitter, but...
They've mounted their vehicle and they are racing forward.
Oh, my God.
Oh, this
Norris with his machine gun.
Oh, it
Picks one off. No, he doesn't. Wait. What was he shooting at?
I don't know. I think
That was a blue 4 guy.
Wait, it was a team.
Norris gets his second. Yeah, so that means Norris must have team killed someone earlier. Battle gets another.
He's firing out in his little in the thing.
Yeah, so Norris had -1. That's why. And Logan gets Flux, knocking him off the roof.
He does a little spin. Like a ballerina.
So Norris showing us why he's a heavy hitter. Just stopped the entirety of Papega with Logan assisting.
Oh, so there's a lot of shots going off between Charlie 2 and, well, the Terminal 3 guys versus the main Blue Force. And you still have the 3 Scandi Recon
Yep,
guys
on the
just kinda
rear.
sitting behind.
We'll see if they can make a good play here.
Probably just constantly updating them. It's like, oh, they're here. There's this many here. They're moving down the ridge, and it's
Potentially.
If I'm not wrong, I swear this Blue Force was bigger. I'm not surprised.
Flux wakes back up.
I'm not surprised Nimi is at the back, and I'm not surprised Nafs is at the front.
47-minute mark. I could see Blue Force still completing this, but they need to move quicker.
Vagrant's being shot at by Nemia, and he just doesn't notice.
Just drives off.
Vagrant's trying to escape while being shot at Nemia. The shots from Charlie 2 are actually going over and hitting near to Nim.
That's funny.
Blue 4 have now realized they have at least one on their rear. Or no, they haven't. Vagan's probably screaming at them, telling them, but they're probably all just...
Nah, I think it's just the crossfire.
Well, I think Vagan knows. Nim just can't get our shots off.
I think Nim should have waited till Nafs and Infidel were in position.
I think they could also just be going for I think Nim might be just going for distraction, so Nafs and Infidel could just mount the high ground and just lay waste.
Vagrant getting crippled again. He's just trying to tuck around.
They now realize, and this is actually probably going to put Nafs and Infidel in jeopardy, because now they are sort of facing towards their location, not in a lot of cover, Here we go, Charlie 2 firing back over. Alpha 2 have actually moved down the hill away from move south. X-Ray are moving further east, and Bravo 2 are just kind of sitting.
Flux fighting Dog 4 back at Terminal 2. Charge was thrown. Both are now fucking up. That charge could take out Flux's building. Oh, ho, ho. Takes out the building next to him.
Is Flux going to take this time to heal?
I would believe so. He's going to wait it out for a moment. Looking back at Nafs and Infidel.
That Naf's at the front?
Yep.
Of course it is.
Time check, it is 16 minutes left. Nope, 15 minutes. There it is.
No. Nas doesn't have a shot on him right now. I think he's waiting for him to shoot again. So he can get a better idea on where they are.
So we have a squad of Blue 4 starting to move up the open, but they have so many Green 4 defenders in line right there. Once Green 4 notices, I think they're just going to get sprayed down. It's too much open area. Blue 4 spent way too much time maneuvering. Oh, Flux and Norris just traded.
This Babega Pirates push was great.
Yeah.
But they did make those. They were so aggressive. They pushed way too far into it. Just Green 4's area. And they weren't actually able to get any time off. While it did bring time for Echo to now push their forces forward, they've done it so slowly that at this point it's not going to be too effective. And Johansson is facing his soft side, back to an FG firing at him.
Wake up check failed.
He thinks he's firing from the other direction.
Not seeing Norris or Naps wake up. Or, excuse me, Norris or Flux. Oh, Blue 4's gonna run right into Naps and Infidel. Naps is gonna get eyes on. He's trying to hide instead.
I think he wants to fire and just confuse him as much as he can. Nim is also
Angry
now
Land Commander,
just
thanks for the Twitch
sprinting
Prime
to get
sub.
to
I
them.
hope you keep enjoying the operations. I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Shy now, moving past their position. He now pulls
Now
back.
sees him.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Probably realized he was alone and didn't want to
AGF,
push.
thanks for the 3-month
Yeah.
resub as well. Hope you keep enjoying the operations. Hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Naps barely finished that kill because a lot of his bullets ricocheted off the rocks. Another kill.
This team are now panicking. They know that they're where it's generally coming from. Some of them are running away. Some of them are running towards. By holding that tree, might be able to sneak up here. If Nafs doesn't see him, and he doesn't. Oh, he did the last second.
Oh!
Shy, really nice kill. Infidel laying down, reloading.
Where's Nim? Nim's
on the backside. Infidel confused right now. Both of them reload. Shy talks to his pistol.
Yeah, that's why you go for the pistol, not the mag. So much for that.
Well, you still have Nim.
So Cardboard is in the AO on his own, and he's picking off some more Green 4 guys. Mans and Swan look around going, where are those bullets coming from? More gunfire going across.
Oh,
Yep. Battle Beeve. Cardboard getting shot from the rear. He's taken down. Might wake up, but unlikely. Blue 4 sending more forces to flank around from the north. They're panicking a little bit. But you have this force at the base of the...
Do you see Blue 4 breaking down this Green 4 garrison in 10 minutes?
No.
11 minutes?
Absolutely
No,
not.
right. If they have their 2 goals by the end of this, then that'll help massively. I'm talking about Blue 4.
I could see Blue 4 getting Terminal 2 and then, like, steamrolling to Terminal 3 to really push the 360 on Green 4, but in the amount of time we have remaining, I don't think so.
Lydia is dead. I don't think she was able to get anyone. No, she was caught out by Olaf or Green Thumb. Olaf, I think it was.
I think if Blue 4 can stall Terminal 2 for at least a few more minutes.
Alpha 2 are now firing out. Here we go. They're starting their attack. Probably realizing and panicking they don't have a lot of time left. Lots of just rounds going in.
We're seeing smoke advance as well, but only by Lolo.
And here comes 4 Epi, Dryden, and 3 others just making a...
They're actually going to get a foothold in here.
Because they didn't decide to put anyone in the lower bits of the house. We're just going to be...
That was a very bad misplay.
Yeah.
I think Green 4 just noticed or heard that car drive up. You're hearing frags now being thrown into the town. Terminal 2, I'm going to be really surprised if those Green 4 guys can last a few more minutes. They're going to get swarmed. But Blue 4 needs to take anything they have in reserve right now and just commit it somewhere. Damn, that guy has his head blown off.
So this 4 Epi probably give out
Oh, Lolo.
Shreds.
I just saw Lolo advancing the smoke push from the west get torn to shreds as well by at least 3 different shooters.
Dryden's hugging the wall here, pushing around. Will probably catch Blackburn out here, but he's got Yander right next to him. But Yander's been caught out.
Dryden gets around, gets a kill. Grenade being thrown inside, Frozen right next to it. He gets injured. You know, anyone on Blue 4 with a 249 at this close of a range is going to be able to do a lot of damage.
Got killed by Dryden's second nade.
Dryden's going to be able to touch the terminal. Where's the terminal defense?
The Green 4 garrison is falling apart.
What the fuck?
They had no counter for just the massive force and the rush.
It was just a 360. How hard is that to pull?
Best part about this is this Blue 4's biggest force is still fighting for Terminal 2.
Oh god, Logan's in trouble because the 113s are driving right up to his position. He can hear him.
Oh, Marlon takes out Eason, but Barton hears it. Now gonna go into some classic revenge. And Marlon is caught out. Oh, Logan's trying to run, he gets a wheel taken out.
Logan's in trouble.
Scared to death. That's going straight into his engine.
You got someone on Green 4 trying to shoot the gunner.
And I think he hit him at least once, but here comes the other one.
I'm surprised Dryden hasn't activated the terminal yet. You got Outquack now folding back. Oh my god. Well, he tried. Green 4 actually has a more solid defense on Terminal 2 than Terminal 3 now. I'm really surprised Dryden hasn't initiated this damn hack yet, but Green 4 is just losing manpower, and I cannot believe they've had this fall this quickly.
No, I don't think Dryden wants to activate it because he doesn't want to give away his position. Zemka has pushed up, is now
Can only assume he's waiting for backup.
Side, holding out a one-shot AT. The tube. Fires into the building.
Zat coming in with a 249.
You've got Yanni.
How the
and Fred
fuck
in
did
one
that
building.
happen? What the fuck?
Here comes Golf. Punching.
Hello? What?
If I'm not wrong, the 50 count can pierce the walls.
Yes.
Woods is firing out just a random Foxtrot 2 guy, Ash. He's just trying to live his life.
Vargant's activating Terminal 3.
And look at the Golf spin.
Fucking Vargant just took AT to the face. Fred putting a M72 Law in him. Yanni now doesn't have any resistance to run down and get the terminal.
Fred wakes back up. Vagrant. Oh no, they
Nope,
both
fails the wake up checks. Now we'll see if Green 4 adjusts. Edward running into where Battle Beef is. AT blowing up that 113. Oh god, I missed that. I'll shot that out in a second. Borda covering.
Left on.
There's the attack paused. Sorry, I completely missed that.
Oh, and the gunner for the.
What the fuck was that? Oh, but he doesn't get him because he was hitting the smoke from this angle.
Dryden's actually sitting on the roof, takes out the guy in the.
What
top of
the
the
fuck?
He's got a really nice position here.
I think Green 4's in trouble.
I think Green 4's in
I don't know
trouble.
how Green 4 dropped the ball here, but they did.
Well, that's the thing. Green 4 dropped the ball originally, but then after 4AB rushed in, but then Blue 4 just completely lost their attack momentum. But now have managed to just turn it back, and there's only 4 alive guys left on the Terminal 3, with I think about 3 left on Terminal 2. Only 1 guy on the actual terminal.
Ash breaching in, Yanni covering this with his life. He's in his inventory, gets a listen. Wow.
Yanni
What?
taken out as well though, and the defense is gone. I'm sure.
What just happened?
I'm sure you also saw Yanni just teleport.
Just flew. He just
Medin
flew.
throws a nade in. It's a bad nade. Doesn't tell Pickles about it. Oh.
Did Yanni just fly again?
I think he failed a wake-up check.
Dryden's climbed down, he's now suppressing.
There we go. Medin actually gets a nade in, and another nade, and another nade.
Let's just be sure.
Another nade, another failed nade. Pickles is trying to run away, but he's...
Three and a half minutes.
They are still nading the room.
Gotta be extra careful. And then Meldon doesn't even check, he just runs in.
Yeah, he just runs in, finds, gonna find Yanni on the floor, doesn't finish him off. Yeah, no, I think that's it. For Terminal 3 at least. With Firefly, the last 2 remaining.
Oh, Olaf and Sam trying to duke it out. And then Meldon finishes him! He finishes him! And they're all looking like, wait a sec.
You shot him first!
Hold on, this whole thing was your idea.
Command. I might be about to breach the building. Nope, it's gonna be Ilbinek, who starts pushing in, goes up the stairs, catches man's out, takes him out, and that is Terminal 2 captured.
Yeah, alright, it's GG.
Terminal 3 is cleared.
GG.
Terminal 2 with only 2 more green 4s, not actually anywhere near the position. Those are actually the last 2 green 4s. Liru lied to you. Wait, no, yeah, no, Liru lied to you. Blue 4 did not.
I said Green 4 had... I said it wasn't
Green 4 did not
comfortable
win.
about it, but...
Liru has lied to you.
Shut up.
He is
Amateur now suppressing. Hold on, he might go rogue and kill everyone. Grenades are being thrown around at the
sure
Terminal
about
2 building. Ibnet getting knocked out.
brilliant. Botra and Beeve just scared for their lives. The nade goes in. That's a really nice nade.
It's a
not nade.
thermite grenade, though.
The thermite, the most useless things in existence.
It's actually causing damage. I just saw the building change damage textures.
Oh god, they're gonna burn the building.
They're gonna burn the building down to kill the Green 4 inside.
Olaf just comes racing in the little car.
Willow, I said I'd cover it after. I have to finish the round because I missed it because everything started going to cray-cray.
Votra and
I got
Beeve,
you, buddy.
Last 2, 9 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and there you go.
Who knew that rushing into the heavily defensive objective would actually work this one time?
They are all going to die. They don't realize. They don't realize it explodes, Liru. They don't realize it explodes.
Well, I think he just learned.
I think he now learned it explodes.
He has learned.
We'll see Pelia ya blue farua ya.
Heyo. How's it going?
Well, that happened.
Dream, Liru, you guys there?
Yeah, sorry, I went AFK for a second. Went to voice activation.
I'm kidding. Chill out.
I don't even know what to say.
Yeah,
How did
So
Green
let
4
me
fuck
say
that
what
one up?
happened. Half the time, no one responding to me on comms.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other thing that happened was Terminal 3 got completely surrounded. After I told everyone, hey, pull 360, guys. I know you all want to shoot west, but let's pull 360. Delta went over there with 2 guys, and then we got fucked. So,
yeah,
I don't know.
one key point that me and Liru said is that no one was sitting in the lower houses
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
where
I don't know.
4AB rushed.
I think a lot of just real bad decisions on the individual level kind of collapsed in on each other and kind
Yep.
of fucked us. And also, I keep ending up with the defense missions on a fucking hill with a bunch of lowland around it. I don't know why. Maybe I should stop taking fucking defense missions. Oh, this is my mission. You want to hear the brief?
No.
Okay. Alright, well, Dream said no. I can't do it, no.
Well, Dreams isn't a person, so it's fine.
Oh,
Ooh, damn, okay.
not again.
Alright, so you can see what all the assets are and stuff, but I'll go over the lore a little bit. So, are you familiar with the colonial history of Altus?
Somewhat. Go over it anyway.
So, sometime between the end of World War II, 1945, all the way up till, I think, the 90s or something like that, they were still ruled by the British,
Mhm.
but then in between that time period, they kind of lost their colonial rule and became their own independent country or whatever.
Mhm.
There's no real clear lore on it, so I came up with my own lore on it. The British are being attacked by rebels on Hamantes. So the rebels' job is going to be kicking the British colonial forces off of the island and removing them, and it's supposed to take place in like the 1980s.
Nice.
Yep. So originally it was supposed to have a howitzer. I think I told you that.
Yep.
It's been replaced with a mortar. I made my own custom composition that once I'm done with all my compositions, I plan on releasing them on the Steam Workshop.
Nice.
But you'll see which one is the composition. Pretty easy. That's pretty much it.
Sounds good.
Oh, and we are using a asset that is new for the attackers, and you'll probably see it.
Nice.
Very sexy.
It'll be interesting to see how it's used, if it's used at all. I will say in testing, it's a little wonky when it's getting into the water. I'll say that. And getting out of it.
Wait, what does that mean?
You'll see.
Okay.
You'll see.
I'll see.
All right. See you guys.
Righto.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hello, Liru. How are you this fine night?
I'm fine, Dream. Anyway, let me give this one shout. So, Willow, thanks so much for the $35. Again, the Fallout thing will be not this Wednesday, but the following Wednesday, 6:30 to 9. And a wake-up check. I know a wake-up call is when you're at a hotel and they call you at a certain time to make sure you're awake. But what's a wake-up check? I actually don't know that one. Might be the same thing, might be different. Regardless, hope you keep enjoying everything, man. Oh, the Ace wake-up check. Yeah, okay. So when someone goes unconscious, Ace will periodically check their vitals to see if they meet certain thresholds. Why'd I go to hotels?
I have no clue.
I don't know either. But Ace will predominantly check your vitals to see if you're capable of waking up. And they'll do it every, like, 15 seconds, I think, by default. But that's something you can change in the settings. Usually it's 15 seconds, but it might be more. But what you'll do is you'll see them go into, like, a ragdoll where they'll briefly wake up for a second, but then immediately ragdoll again. And that usually means they failed the wake-up check, where it wakes them up, but then their vitals immediately knock them out again. So that's what that is. Saying my co-anchor, his name is FNF Staff, according to TSB. TS. It's actually SL Dream, but he's...
Thank you, no one, for the $0. You make me feel good, Liru.
Well, I mean...
Hello, I am Dream. I am co-caster.
He's on the multi.
I am Liru's favorite.
He
co-caster.
quit FNF apparently. So
I've retired.
you retired? Did you actually officially retire?
I'm still deciding that.
I thought the chopper was enough for you last week.
Shut up. I've had too much. There's too, ever since I started casting, there's too much. I've lost my marksman ways. Though I did watch you snipe with a, you were doing a Halo op. And
Oh
you
yeah, and I was
sniping.
drunk as shit. Yeah. Posture check. Yeah, I got it. It's okay. Think I'm okay. God, I wrote down way too many timestamps in that last round. I'll probably weed a few out, but there was some pretty funny moments.
Something else about me.
Yeah.
I'm really, like... I forgot what I was going to say. I was going to make a joke.
Ah. You're really forgetful.
Thanks.
Yeah, I would love to finally have an ODST app where I actually drop as an ODST. That'd be nice, but I can't get what I want, so it's fine.
Make one. And
Well, then
play
I'm not able to drop in it because I'm Zeusing it.
it. Just do it anyway and then go back into Zeus.
Ugh. My aim becomes better when I'm drunk up to a point, and then I start falling off completely. Alright, so we'll wait till the round actually begins to start breaking down the roster. We're just in our little intermission here.
I was going to say something funny and now I've forgotten it and I'm sad.
Well, that kind of sucks.
I remember it halfway through the round.
Alright then. Could ask someone else to Zeus, or I could ask someone to make a mission. I don't know. There's a lot of things on my mind.
I will Zeus.
You'll Zeus?
I'll Zeus.
What are your qualifications, sir?
Nothing
Oh,
but brain power.
I see. Well, if it's like what you do in FNF, then the answer is no. JK, buddy. So you just be...
guys, they called me one of the best marksmen in FNF and it was good times.
It was you. Because you did pretty well for a few rounds. But you got to keep that momentum up, you know?
I get sad when I don't do good.
Wait, what?
I get sad when I don't do good as marksman, and then I don't want to play marksman when I don't do good.
I see. Switch up my music here. Gosh, I should get back into merch just for the hell of it. I've got a little bit of capital right now. Bloodwing owes me like $8,000 for frickin' furniture and bar carts.
You make that back in a day. Shut up.
I wish.
Ha.
Oh, I make it back in like 3 months, in all honesty.
Show. What the fuck?
What?
Show your titties.
I don't even, like, here's the thing, I started going back to the gym. Like, I'm not even gonna have titties anymore. It sucks.
Liru shows his titties for $100 going right now.
What?
Come on.
No.
100. Let's do some bang. I
No.
want to see 100. I need to go look at the chat. I want to see 100.
No.
Do I have 100?
You're
God,
acting
I
like
need to get this
Barbarian right now. Stop it.
Do I have 100? Do I have 100? Come on, go.
You
go, go.
don't.
Do I have 100? I'm not on your chat. Come on, do I have 100? Do I have 100? Do I have 100? Do I have 100?
Are you okay?
Do I have 100? Do I have 100? Come
I'm
on.
pretty
someone give
sure
me
this
100.
is sexual harassment, sir.
You sold my feet pics. 100.
Well, yeah, and I sold the rights to them. That's not my problem anymore. You gotta go to him.
100. Come on. Do I have 100? Liru titties.
I'll give you the Wolf Girl's titties. Just go play Wolf Girl with you.
Who's Wolf Girl?
Liru.
What? I have 100 in my bank account. That's good enough. We have 100. Do I hear 150? Do I hear 150? 150. Do I hear 150? We have 100 now, but do I hear 150? 150. Come on.
Hey, Dream.
Come on. Yeah?
Calm down.
Oh.
Okay? Are you still tired because you went to Legoland or whatever?
Yep.
Okay, buddy. You want to go take a nap?
No. I don't
Okay.
need one.
You don't need one. You good to continue today?
I will live. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. It's not that funny. I was really time who out? Time Liru. I'm gonna time you out in my chat, Liru.
I've never been to your chat. Actually, no, I have once or twice on your streams when you're off hours.
I don't know what I do in my off hours.
I don't know anymore, Creed. I honestly don't.
You have been timed out for 2,000 seconds.
I
he
have?
Meant me. He meant time out me. Please don't time me out in your chat. It's the only thing I do. Everyone in your chat loves me. They love me so much.
What?
Your chat loves me, and I'm gonna go look at your chat right now because I know they'll all be saying that they agree with me. And that they love
Everyone,
me.
go ahead and insult him in chat if you want, because this is a little ridiculous at this point.
Yes. Look at all this love.
It's breaky.
Look at all the. Oh.
I didn't even read that. But it's
Oh.
breaky. I call you broccoli though, right? Breaky.
Wait, I have a perfect idea.
Let's go,
You're about to
Breaky.
see the greatest idea ever, because it's not my idea. Like it's not an idea. You know what? It's not an idea. It is completely nothing's about to happen.
What are you on about? Jesse, what the fuck are you on about?
Thank you, Owo the Third. See, he loves me. We're not going to talk about where he comes from. See, Owo the Third loves me. And no one knows who he is. He is a random guy. Thank you, Owo the Third. Great man. Owo the Fourth. We don't talk about Owo the Fourth. Give me it. No.
Where is it?
There are 4 Ys. 5 Ys. Can I just have at least an N? Just one. Just a pity N, please. No.
Where'd I put him?
Thank you, Bait Solution. He's my man. He's my boy.
I actually can't even find where I put my sound bites. Fuck.
I will not be bonked. I am God. But man, I'm trying to fill the dead air. Lowercase, I don't even get big N. Wow. I am not ADHD, excuse me. I'm just depressed. I'm eating spaghetti.
I found him.
I will not need help.
So you didn't hear it. I just played it for my stream, but I found my source files for my bonks. I played a few.
Oh no, I have been bonked.
Yeah. Well, at least the mission's starting. Aye. So how's everyone in chat doing tonight, since it's a little slow today? I will say,
What more funny things can I say that get me?
I'll also say
the
this
list.
stream. I will, in about an hour, maybe a little less, maybe a little more, I might have to dip out for a few minutes because we're getting part of the couch replaced because when it was delivered, some of the stuff got ripped around. Speaking of, let me actually move a few things. I'll be back in a minute.
They are cutting. Oh, hello, chat. Hello, chat. He has left you with me again. Ah. Hello, chat. Goodbye, Creed Zero. I love you. I love that man. I love Creed Zero. He's a good man. He's a good man. Don't say the gamer word. I think I should say the gamer word. I think I should say the gamer word. I think I should say the gamer word, guys. I think I should say the gamer word. I'm not drunk. I've just been out all day at Legoland.
While I get back to ASMR stream, how about we take a step back in time to ASMR stream? How about we go back to those days? He left you alone with me, and apparently he's going to leave you alone with me again soon.
Holy shit, you will be a nightmare when drunk. I've already been drunk, pickled bacon, and we do not talk about that. Go away, clown. You're not my biggest fan. has the first round goal. Hey, Wheaton, please God, make it stop. Oh, great. We are not going to talk about... No one mentioned pickled bacon. What happened? And I was drunk. Let's not talk about that. I hope we can all agree on that, boys. Can we do that? Pickled bacon? Pickled bacon. That's his name. We're all going to agree not to tell Pickled Bacon what happened when I was drunk. I'm glad we've come
What
to
was he
conclusion.
doing?
No, don't tell him. Oh no, he's back. He's moving his map. Chad, I have to run. Op where Liru and Dream command opposing teams? Hell yeah.
Hell no, he'd lose in a second.
No, I wouldn't. I'd win.
Nah, fam.
I'd clap you down.
See, here's the thing. I wouldn't want to do an FNF though, because half the
No,
time
not an
people don't
FNF.
listen. Yeah.
I'd clap you down, bro. Do it. Make one.
You know who is hosting tonight? I think it's Fred. I haven't seen Dingo around.
Dingo is literally in the server.
Oh. I love this game.
Wait. He was in the server. He was literally playing round one. He got deployed.
You were saying TOS things, now I'm banned? Wow. Thanks, Dream. Appreciate it.
I said all of the gamer words.
All of the gamer words.
I said all of them.
Wow.
In a row.
Wow.
The chat tried to stop me, but they can't do anything. Oh dear. Where's the stream deck? Oh my god. Oh my god, I actually.
What? There were no gamer words there. I was just talking about pasta. And countries.
And I'm sorry, I apologize.
And Virginia.
Chad, I
And
apologize for everything I've
insolence.
done to you.
Yeah. All right, let's cover this round. You want to do green 4 or blue 4 first? Pick something.
Red.
There's no red, you fucking...
Anyway, blue 4. Blue 4. I actually don't know what force they are because they have AKs and FALs and PKMs. No, PKPs. They have PKPs, FALs, and AKs. That is weird. I don't know. You are the one who knows military. You say what it is right now. Okay, or don't. They have 2 static 50 cows, a 50 cow Humvee. Very nice, very good. They have a mortar. Can you believe it?
Mm-hmm.
They have one. They have one of those. I can't see this new asset Maz was talking about, so I guess it must be on green 4 side. But yeah, that's pretty decent. Pretty decent.
The M2s are not
As
scoped.
for the lineup, you have Mello taking command. I've seen him command a few times. I'm fairly certain he's
He does all right.
good. Yeah. Jib, previous commander, now taking the X-ray marksman. Jonathan leading Alpha with a couple of non-notable names, bar Base Bid and Navy. I'm not entirely sure. I think that's a first RRF taking Alpha 1.
They have
Commander Pickles.
FALs, it looks like. FNFALs.
I said that, man. Come on,
You say you
stop.
didn't know it, and you were asking me to give the name.
No, I was talking about the.
Okay, we'll get to green 4 then.
I hate you. No,
Alright.
I'm not done.
I know. After you're done, go.
Yes.
Why would
Cat
Britain use
taking
PKMs?
Bravo with
I don't
Pickles
question
and
it.
AA taking Charlie 1. Delta led by Adrian and a bunch of people. I have no clue who they are. I know Beeve. I don't know Beeve. I just saw him doing something last round, and that's how I know him.
Okay.
Pyros, Drakensverg, taking Foxtrot 2. I'm really bad at this. Golf is Not Bay, Julie, and Jeffrey, with Research and Fred taking the mortar. So a clear, distinct lack of any of the big groups or big names. But yes,
Alright.
you can take green 4, and
Okay.
I can rest my face.
All right. So I'll be just really curious to see how blue 4 utilize that mortar. It looks like it is a blue 4 RHS mortar there. So Cool to see that, and it looks like Fred is going to be gunning it with Research potentially, but they might change that roster up. Anyway, over on the Green 4 side, we have Malin commanding. Huh, he's actually taken it one or twice.
Sub to me.
What,
I
Malin?
want him to win now. Yeah, he resubbed.
So Scandi Recon is on the side, 4IB is under him, X-Ray only having a medic, no marksman, weird.
He's an M14.
The
What?
medic
They all have
has...
M14s.
Ooh.
M14s? Is
Yeah,
that
it's
the new
a,
asset?
it's a 762
No,
fight.
No, that's the new asset right there.
Oh, yeah, the boat that, the freaking pontoon boat for RHS.
Boat.
That's funny, and they have it already preloaded, so they're trying to steer to a Navy thing, but that's gonna take like 15 minutes to get over there. But otherwise, continuing on the list, we've got UTG here as well. 2600 Tackleberry. I forget which group that's a part of, but 1RCC as well. What?
Zeus Spartans.
Zeus Spartans. Thank you. Sam, who is a member of TSB, taking one of the Vics. DJ Broken on the second Vic. Holt and Jonathan are going to be flying the armed Vic. I'm trying to see what it's armed with. It's armed with twin M134 miniguns. Interesting. I think that one also has the camera, too. Yeah, so the co-pilot will be scouting. Charlie 2 has a mix of Scandi Recon and TSB players, with Iander taking the AT again, which is going to be an RPG. Cardboard leading Alpha 2, and he's got some TSB members with some 29th ID guys as well, including Norris, and then 4IB taking Bravo 1 as well. Nice. All right, you want to go over the sectors?
Yeah.
Weaponry appears to be
Sorry. Sector
M14s
1
mostly.
Is their spawn in a nicely...
so a lot of 7.62.
I don't know if this is put down or I don't know
This
if it's
is
custom
part of
made.
the map.
Oh, it's part of the map. Well, it's a very, very nice sort of military outpost research type thing. I think I'm not entirely
There's
sure.
some extra, the green towers that are added
yeah.
with the flag. Those are, since they're black on the map, that's...
British flag!
You good, Chief?
God save our queen! I don't want to
They
sit down
did a
and
nice
start
custom interior of the command building as well, which is actually Sector 1, which I kind of like.
Yes. Anyway, they've obviously got the two green towers on the north and south side. Not really a lot to go for them on the northwestern side or the southeastern side. They just have a very big pillar. My heartfelt thanks to Christian B, Danielle F, and George Florus.
Breaky, thanks
and
for the
everyone
gift sub, and it
who
goes to
else who supported
Hunter.
us with the creation of Hebon
Keep
Test.
enjoying the
Sorry, I wanted
operations.
to
Hope
read
you get a
that.
nice
It's
kick
lore.
out of this scenario.
Everyone loves the lore.
Okay. Sector 2, meanwhile, we've actually seen this sector before in an op, but it looks like it's had a little bit of a bridge added to it, as well as some defenses on this specific area as well. This sector was used when it was Blue 4 versus Op 4, and both sides had attack helicopters, and they were fighting back and forth. So that's nice to see this area used again, because it was a good AO. And the bridges have been kind of expanded on this section as well, and they're not destroyable because they're the solid concrete blocks. So that's nice to see.
I'd like to ask you, because you would have these castles always had windows? It seems like they're manually placed.
On the top, yes, they've always had
Yeah.
these openings. The windows themselves, though,
Yeah,
no,
the
those are
windows
manually
themselves.
placed.
That's cool. I like windows.
That is nice, yeah, and I think you can open and close those as well, so that is pretty nice.
Yeah, I like this area. Sector 1 and 2 so far have been pretty decently able to hold. I don't really like defending the western side of Sector 2, but anything east is pretty good. Looking at the depth of the water on the northern side, they could, yeah, they definitely be able to get trucks or infantry over there without spending too much. I think, I don't know. I thought I recognize this area, but I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, Sector 3.
Sector 3 is a little bit of a custom path sector on the side,
Oh, I wanted another D-Day.
and it leads to a beach resort.
Let's get our martinis on.
My
Go.
God.
Get that beach summer bot going.
Are you okay?
Why do you keep asking this? No, I'm clearly not.
I know, but I still have to ask to be nice.
Sorry, I'm losing my mind. I'm very exhausted from Legoland, but now because I've had caffeine, and I'm doing fun things, I have immediately just shot back up in energy. So don't worry, round 3 I'll be quiet and sad. Anyway.
Okay. I mean, I don't really have anything else to add here because this AO we've seen actually last week, the middle ground, which was for one of the scavenger hunt operations. And then we've seen a little more on the left side that was on another previous op. But I could see Blue 4 holding the resort area because there's a lot of, water on that side. So you just have to hold half of it in all reality. The military base is another good AO because there's a lot of open ground around it, though there is some rock buildups on the side that Green 4 could charge in and be fine with. And then Sector 2 is a small area with a river, but a lot of territory to watch as well. But I think all 3 of these sectors are really good. They all have their pros and cons, so it's just going to be up to who's defending this side, just up to what Mello wants to do.
Look at it. It seems Green 4, well, Marlon's gone for a bit of a duo. He's pushing a good couple of them onto the boats while having a fair amount of infantry going on the ground assets, and then you have the air. It's a very nice variation of stuff. Obviously, the Hellcat having the 2 miniguns on the side, which have probably been... What do you think they are?
What, you mean the 134s?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are, Oh, why am I blanking on what a 134 fires? 5.56, right?
Probably. That would make sense.
That or 12 point,
especially with the guns they have.
No, it would be 12.7. Yeah, no, fuck, 7.62. It's 7.62.
All right, well, let's just meet in the middle. 5.56,
yeah, chat,
12.7,
yeah,
7.62. There you go.
It's 7.62.
All right, cool. So that will be I think it's a really nice variation of, ground, sea, and sky. And if they can make them all work in unison, Green 4 could, potentially absolutely tear apart. How would you play this if you were Green 4?
I probably wouldn't do anything naval. I'd keep it ground focused. Maybe a wide flank to the south. Trying to get away from Blue 4's line. The issue with that is there's a lot of open territory. But I could also see Blue 4 just taking the bridges and holding those as choke points. So I think Green 4 just needs to keep everything together, use their air asset for recon because it does have a camera, and just go from there,
Yes. Blue 4, on the other hand, obviously they have 2 sectors closer to the ocean, and then 1 sector to the pretty much, they're all pretty close to each other. Personally, I would probably go for a back cap from the sea. I'd send the Hind over to Sector 3 to give it a scout, and then maybe come in from the lighthouse. Maybe take position up in there, or just come in straight from Sector 3. But I don't.
Righto, Larry. So I'll make sure it's done. We'll after Bleach Boys ops, I'll do some dev for it.
I'd still beat Liru though,
and we'll keep it going. Thank you so much, man. I do appreciate it. Hope you keep enjoying everything. Hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Seriously, man. Thanks so much.
I don't like when you go silent.
Sorry, I was the Fallout thing got filled.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna finish all of EU. I'm gonna do NA 1, maybe 2. Then I got Bleach Boys at 10, and then we'll just dev that in real time.
Yo, when did you say you planned it for?
Not this Wednesday, but the following Wednesday, 6:30 to 9. I'll make an announcement about it when I have the mission done, because I have to get the lore out too, because I want to make a few rules, because power armor, for example, is incredibly overpowered in that mod.
Oh.
So I have to blacklist that, but everything else will be fair game. I just want to kind of set up the background for everything, if that makes any sense.
Keep my Wednesday free.
All right, cool.
And then I will forget and tell you on the Wednesday.
Right?
That I forgot.
So I love how the previous round we had over 100,000 points on either side. Now we're getting about a bit under 250,000. Appears to be Blue 4 is also the underdog again as a defender. People focusing on Green 4. I would only assume that's because of Scandi Recon on Green 4.
So I'm interested here. far south of the map, you have Not Bay. Well, you have Golf squad running each other over, knocking Not Bay to the ground, but also probably planning to go really far south and then push north and maybe just take them from behind or act as
they're
recon
M2
with a
Humvee.
gun. I'm interested to know what the actual X-ray are doing, and they are mounting a rock.
So I could see that Vic riding the southern side to try to harass any green 4 movement, but with the openness of the gunner, who's driving it? Bay is, and they're having dually gun. All right.
So, I'm interested. What do you think Green 4 are going to do? Do you think they're going to push straight down this road, go right, and then take on Sector 1 and 2 in the same time?
Yeah, based off of how many people are putting in these Vics, I mean, X-Ray is going to take an RHIB, I guess, to do recon from the water, but they're going to do a ground push. That's for certain.
So they actually, and I'm sure Maz will not be very happy about this, they are not using the new asset, but then again, I don't, you know,
They took it out of the new asset. I mean, in my defense for them, I agree, because it's going to take way too long. Now, this gives me ideas. I'll probably, like, just bane out 2 or 3 missions and then talk with someone about how to put the proper files in the mission so I can get the right factions. But I'd love to do something with those pontoon boats.
Maybe a mass... Okay, so they're sticking Scandi Recon into the boats, which I think is a pretty... A decent idea, because a Scandi assault from the water could actually be beneficial if they're able to.
Yeah, it's very risky though, because that's a lot of open area to get up to the beach, and you don't know if Blue 4 is going to fortify that spot or not. You know, mission starts.
So they have stuck quite a few people, and they have decent range as well. You can actually see the broken lighthouse from the beach resort.
One thing I forgot to mention, the 2 off-roads have holographic sights on the 50 cals.
That's good. Hotel are flying off.
Yeah, a bit more accuracy with it.
So Green 4 have actually just pushed straight south.
Yep. I figured they're going to just try to get around. They're going to run right into Blue 4's Scout Vic, though. But with all of those off-roads being soft-skinned, I'm wondering how much damage that Humvee is going to be able to do as long as it's not spotted by air immediately.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that air could be in a dangerous position if they do get into a fight, because that 50 cal will do some damage.
Yep. I think the driver just noticed it. Let's see if the gunner turns out. Nope, they're just holding to try to stay still. Oh, Severe's jumping on. Nice.
Oh, Severe, hello.
So Gunner has now gotten out. They're tracking it, but this is going to allow Green 4 some more time to deploy. They might be able to slip away without the Humvee noticing. Look at how quick they're going on these nope, SSRs, because there's a solid yellow line in the Saya.
What they get the pluses for the off-roaders is that they're so fast.
Yeah.
This Blue 4 team are just hugging this edge, but yeah, no, they're going to hug the edge and go all the way around. If they were to turn inland now, they'd catch them all out.
I'm surprised they don't have someone, like they could have deployed the one guy in the shotgun seat to just watch this open field, and he would have still been able to communicate with them. So he might be able to catch the... Oh god, they're driving the pontoon Vic in.
God.
Bert just wanted it, but these guys might get engaged by the Humvee if the Humvee... What?
So here they go crossing the bridge. X-Ray going to take notice of that. Doesn't seem like any of them have actually seen it.
Yep.
Jib may have. Yeah, I think Jib's noticed them. No, he hasn't. Oh, no.
What a shame.
Go look at Jib. I think you can hear them very slightly.
Yep, so Green 4 now taking a right. They're going to go south to north on these objectives, so I think they're going to deploy right behind Sector 2 towards the west. Go in and take that, then hit Sector 1, and then hit Sector 3. But Blue 4 has a pretty nice defense around Sector 3, so that'll be tough.
All right, my favorite part of the first 5 minutes of any mission. Has anyone died yet?
Did anyone die at any technical difficulties like last time? It looks like Bay did not run dually over this time,
Very good. Very good. So looking
No, Green 4 is going to sneak all the way around. They're going to go for Sector 3 first. Oop, nope, I stand correct. They're dismounting right on top of Blue 4's identification symbol.
So yeah, hotels flying around, just trying to look at Sector 3, probably for the boat team coming in. X-Ray have actually... X-Ray did what I said they'd do. They've dismounted at the lighthouse. And if they can run distraction, then that'll leave Charlie 2, who I can only imagine are going to push as far along the coast as they possibly can.
Was the lighthouse demoed? Or
No,
did it start like that? Okay. I don't think Green 4 knew that, though, because I think that was part of their plan to get there to do recon, but with that tall tower down... Green 4... Nope, they're going for Sector 3 first. Look at where the RHIBs are going to deploy from, and look at where the rest of the force is from. They've done a strong arm, weak arm attack, with the strong arm being on the ground, the weak arm being the 4 boats. This is not how I expected this AO to play out.
Oop. You've seen who's in the boats, right?
Yep, Scandy, but Marksman now firing on Blue 4 here.
Why are they letting the assaults fire? You have a marksman whose job it is to fire.
Maybe as a distraction to pull some eyes away from Blue 4's current defense positions, maybe make them think they're going for another sector, because this is a very massive push here. Certainly not how I expected this one to play out.
So the Blue 4, or not Bay's, Humvee have just completely, they are just behind. They have completely missed everything, and but it's
that's funny.
Coming in. My God, this is a huge. Like I look towards it, and my frames go down.
Yeah. This was Malin commanding, right? Yeah, I'm not surprised. But he knows how to handle these situations, and I think Green 4 is going to get a really good steamroll here, but...
So, have a look at the boat they are holding. I think they're waiting
5
for
minutes,
the
and they're already
mass
fully
force to start
deployed.
attacking so that they can just sneak in from the rear.
Smart.
I'm looking at it now, and the way they're pointing indicates that they're going to go for a straight beach assault, not straight at the thing, but they'll land quite close to it.
The one thing that concerns me, though, is look at where Blue 4's mortar is placed. Right next to Green 4's line, so if Blue 4 starts shelling that, they're going to be able to range their own shots, and they could potentially annihilate this entire attack.
They would, like, even one splash would take out a good 3 or 4 dudes. So if they're, if Blue 4 are able to spot them now, it'll just crush them. So, has the marksman got any kills yet? He's been firing for a while, he has got none. He's got accurate rounds going now, though.
Oh, shots rain out.
Yep, Green 4 are firing. Surely, now Fred is a smart man. Fred is a smart man.
They're digging a trench. They're, I think, going to fortify that position.
Fred tilted sideways with that bit. All I want to see is Fred just turn right at him. So Fred, the last time Fred used a mortar, I thought he was AFK because the mortars were so bad. I never actually saw them land. And he's been wanting to get, you know, he's wanted to prove himself ever since that day. So I'm sure he will be working 10 times as hard here.
Wow, Green 4 is actually being really hard on this advance. Surprised we're not seeing the mortar.
Of course it is King.
Yep, it's Papega Pirates leading the charge.
King has just run up and is now taking on 3 dudes. 4 dudes. He's taking on an MG.
And he's down.
But he only has himself to blame for that.
Oh, Guy Fieri coming up to back him up.
Mortar!
Yep.
Ooh, I think that's definitely a bit too short there.
Yep. But they're going to be able to adjust their own shots. There's the short. Helicopter attacking Foxtrot. So Bloodwing's freaking out in the background because they just replaced the central section of our couch downstairs. King woke up. He got attacked by Dota there, but apparently the replacement part also allows for the other parts connected to it to recline now.
Oh my god.
Oh. Apparently it always existed, but we had to get the central part replaced because there's a big tear in it when they delivered it. But all right, next mortar.
Is Bloodwing okay?
Yeah, she's just freaking out over it.
This one falling a little too short as well, further than the last one.
Yeah, I mean, they're showing some good adjustment, though. But this has forced all of Greenford to now fold off of that section. So if they can communicate with another asset when Greenford starts attacking again, they can get close.
Greenford will know that every mortar they fire is a mortar that could land on their heads, and they'll be getting close with everyone that's missed.
King woke up again and then just got tapped for a third time by Dota and
Jesus
Papa.
Christ.
He's committed.
The thing is, Fred is guiding his own shots right now because I feel like Delta, like, you know, the Delta squad up there.
Bay, Jeffrey, and Dooley dismounting. They're going to get behind 4IB on the back line.
Oh, here we go. The boat squad actually going.
Boat squad's coming in.
Yeah, they're hugging the line. Oh, another mortar going out. This one looks like it might be better.
Oh, is that on top of Alpha 2?
It might be.
Thought I saw the line. No, it's going further right.
Go Valenti. It's almost a team kill. Oh, no, not team kill. I forgot.
It was close to friendlies, though.
They are so advanced, Green 4, that I thought they were friendly.
No, Malon's been doing a really good job of forcing these guys to advance. It's just there's some holes in the line here, some blue 4 forces in the middle, and I think they're trying to address it. But Adrian gonna tap cardboard here as Val runs up right into Adrian's fire, and both of them are taken out.
Fred not currently sitting on it right now. Obviously doesn't want to waste too much of his HG before Research getting in the truck. Possibly sending Research to do some reconnaissance. Or driving.
So there's
over
4 recliner seats on it. 3, okay.
That's what I do. You have three guys here. Send one of them to do reconnaissance.
Cat's, excuse me, Bloodwing's salty because the reclining seat that we didn't know about.
Why is that a salty, like...
You could, yes. You could have had your drink there all this time. Now you know, okay, boo? She's really mad.
Don't tell her I laughed.
She says she feels robbed.
Oh no, I'm so sorry, Bloodwing. You must feel so bad. It's kind of funny though. It is kind of funny.
It is fun to watch her get all frazzled, to be honest.
Getting frazzled over a chair.
Yeah.
You didn't hear that from me though.
That's okay, I'll tell her you said that later.
No, please don't.
Ask Dream, my co-host, he'll tell you. Anyway, Scan Your Recon has made groundfall here, landfall, whatever term you want to use. Still seeing a little bit of confusion on the movement by the rest of Green Force Force, though.
It seems Fred finally had a smart idea. He sent Medin in to do some recon.
Nice, and then they'll be able to communicate because they're on the same short range.
Or Medin will get caught out by 4IB.
Ooh, Carlson getting caught out right now and taken out by Blue 4.
So the Charlie 2 group have landed a bit too far down, if I'm gonna say, but you know.
Well, they did that for security. Sorry.
Golfic has come up behind him and is now firing down onto the soft skin Golfic.
Yep, they brought the Vic up on 4IB's previous position.
They've managed to sort of escape and evade.
Bay's gotten a kill from it.
Best to try and find where these shots are. I just want to
ouch.
50 cal.
Yeah, 50 got him, but Jeffrey up there got picked off by 4IB. Yep, driver and gunner are down on that Vic.
No, it's just yeah, it was just gunner. I think they.
No, driver's dead too.
Oh yeah, I know the driver's dead, but you said driver and gunner are down.
Okay, but okay, yep.
correcting. So Medin is currently running, I think, to do recon right now.
Melon's about to get walked on by 4IB.
About to get clapped by 4IB.
I think the tree just saved him. Smith might... Nope, Smith noticed.
Smith saw him.
Meldon heard that
Medin saw
thunk.
Smith.
He's not looking around.
Oh, no. He hit the rock, though.
Smith's trying to return fire. He's got to be careful. He's got limited ammo in that magazine. Meldon taps his ass.
Banks doesn't know where he is. Barton doesn't know where he is. Well, Barton probably knows the general direction where he is.
Banks, I don't think is paying attention at all. Barton now advancing. Is Barton...
Oh.
Nope. Ooh.
Oh.
If only Banks was paying attention.
Oh, my God.
Oh, we got green on green going on.
Where?
Look more.
Very good.
Ah, yes.
I love it. Oh, Banks turned around. Oh, I think he just caught Medin. Yep. Oh.
Ouch.
Oh, I think that's. I think Fred probably heard that over radio, hearing him get clapped, so he might just send a couple mortars over there. Charlie 2 advancing, but now getting absolutely just.
Yep,
fired.
RPG landing a little short of Navy's building.
So this huge force has been stopped by Golf and Bravo 1, it seems. Obviously, I mean, this is the last Bravo 1 guy and a couple of
There it goes.
So this means Charlie 2 has no backup support. But they're trying to
Take a big trench.
tight. Like, it is a nice formation. You have Yanni at the rear with a larger force, and you have multiple guys at the back. I can only imagine you have to have the 80-man and a rifleman at the back. Okay, I thought they'd stick their MGs at the back. Ooh, Moo taking out Solopol.
It does look like a good vacation spot, in all honesty. The pontoon boat still being driven up by Eric Kiru.
Oh, it's being driven by Eric now.
Yep. They want it.
But it was being driven by what's his name before? Holt. What happened to
Just
Holt?
checking the off-road.
Holland, sorry.
Holt might be dead.
No, Holton's still alive. He
Guess
just
they traded
abandoned
off.
it, and I guess Eric took it. Big man. Oh, Eric actually drove up to the dead Gulf and is now gone back in the pontoon. Not Bay and Julie have actually abandoned their Humvee.
Ooh, I just heard a mine go off to the north. Tripwire flare going off too.
Yep, Charlie 2 firing of alerting those tripwire flares.
A little late
That is
for
probably-
alerts, but
I know, but so that's probably the first like semi-useful because now this entire group know that they are that close.
yep.
Eander is actually down now. He was caught out to make up the ground. He wakes back up, but he's still getting accurate
Getting
shots.
sprayed again, but he's gonna roll into cover.
I think he's rolled a bit too far here.
Adrian and Tegart are now firing on a Green 4 group trying to come around. Ooh, a flare right on him. Actually blinding them. GL returns fire, knocks Tegart out. He gets double tapped by some bullets. Adrian forced to pull back. As he's getting shot from multiple different directions.
The last Bravo 1 guy is finally taken out here.
Yeah. Emu is unconscious.
Blue 4 X-Ray are now making their push around on the rear. They could do some damage. Golf, Blue 4. Only Bay.
Helicopter's
Julie is
landed
still
some
alive,
dudes over
but he's
there.
lagging behind. No, he's going. I think he's going back to the. Yeah, he's going back to get the Humvee. Bay jumps on the gun.
Ooh.
And this Charlie 2 squad, from what I'm looking at, Infidel and Nimia.
Oh, is this more blue on blue? Who got in the 50 cal down here? No, not Bay's on the Vic.
Yeah, not based on the Vic, but he's now being shot at by. I'm not entirely sure he was being shot at by.
Not Bay had 1 kill. He's at 0 now, so he friendly fired someone sometime.
Yanni's fighting, gets taken
Who
out
was
by
smacking me
Lynx.
with something.
As firing in, Nemesis caught out as well. Gets to cover. The rest of Scandaricon are now making their push. Naps is laying down the heel.
Nemesis getting the tap, making the body fly. Woods trying to run up to save, runs right into a grenade, ends up on top of the trench, and then picked up by Nemesis.
Yeah, he got
What?
crippled.
He just got knocked onto the trench by the grenade.
Yeah, he got crippled.
Oh.
You know, next to it, you can sometimes just clip onto the top of it. He basically did that. About to breach in. Firing up with the guy
That
with
was
the
pretty
window,
funny.
Doesn't know base, is just sitting in the corner. Sitting in the deli aisle.
Yep, he's going to be bandaging, though. I think Sector 3 will be able to weather this attack, but only if they keep their sector straight, you know?
I think Green 4 don't have the cohesion or ability to take Sector 1 or 2. I think they put all their ducks in a row for Sector 3 and have lost so much manpower.
Yeah, this could still swing either way with the amount of people that are still up, but it's all about how the groups are going to bounce through this. So mainly for Green 4, how are they going to go from this sector to the other two sectors? Because there's a decent chunk of defenders still at both.
Hotel is just throwing down rounds.
Naps has gotten on the roof, trying to tap Arpex. Nemesis also flanking, ends up getting the kill.
Oof.
That was his third.
Exits out.
Oh, Falcon's running up. Doesn't notice the grenade behind him. Bad frags, runs right into the grenade. Crawls to the other grenade he threw.
Basebid is just sitting in the
Grenades only make him stronger.
Basebid runs around. He's gonna catch the other out.
There's a sector officially captured because Vastbeard ran out.
Now here's it. Nas knows there's someone nearby, but he lays down.
Ooh, Falcon getting topped by Jonathan.
Nemesis finishing off the guy in that building. Base healing. Maz is about to make a run across. Might get spotted by Base here. And he will. Is Base going to take a shot? He does.
Cripples Maz. Look at Maz dodging. Holy fuck. What the fuck was that?
And then Maz is taken down.
What the?
And then Jonathan is taken out. Oh my god.
What
my
the
God.
actual fuck?
Arc Chance
That was
enters the
incredible.
building. I think Nas must have heard him.
Jesus, the quick trigger finger. That's Nemesis's 5th kill, I think. Yeah.
Arc Chance is just kind of walking around, just not really sure what to do at the moment. He might get caught by Nas. Nas such a healing Maz. I watch you get absolutely destroyed by Base.
No, dude. He dodged like all of those shots. It was great.
Destroyed, dodge all the bullets, fire back, and then Nas finish him off.
It's beautiful.
I'm actually surprised that Arc Chance managed to walk just walk into the AO and into a building without being shot once.
Yeah, because who killed me was the one of the guys, Jane.
Yeah.
Nemesis is getting another. 6 kills. There's the double tap. Quick trigger finger tonight.
The M14s have full auto, don't they?
No.
They do. Nemesis is not that quick on his finger.
Yeah, they have full auto.
Okay. Sorry, they look like the classic ones from Livonia. And I know those don't have full, so I was like,
Nemesis is not that fast.
He's just that good.
I think you're thinking of the hunting rifle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh,
it's-
Lola gets his legs.
Oh my god, man.
God, Nemesis.
Mortars are landing now in this area. They're scuttling it.
That was a pretty good mortar, actually.
Well, so now Maz, who we just
Yeah,
saw
we did
get
a
killed,
match
jumped
where
up
we
here
can
because
get
he
some
also
pretty good hits.
co-commentates, but he made this
Oh,
mission.
You missed it. On the entire Green 4 push, they started firing mortars and loads of them were sure. I think they only fired 2, and 2 of them were short. But
Yep.
if they had like been a bit further, they would have actually decimated your entire team.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Archon peeks out and gets destroyed by Navs.
What the fuck just happened to that body?
Sector 3 is officially captured, but as I said before, Green 4 do not have the manpower to take 2 and 1.
Oh yeah, you like the castle I built at the Sector 2?
Yeah, I do actually. I
Yeah.
do like that.
So
like the
I
windows.
didn't build the entire castle. I just built the towers to the northeast.
I like how you filled it and added the windows,
Yeah,
so there's
see
only
what
one
they
way
did?
up and down.
Did you see what they did with your new brand spanking new asset?
No.
They just drove it up the road.
Drove it up the road. It's great. You know, I think Green 4 has the manpower to overpower these other 2 areas. Blue 4 seems a little too scattered.
Just realize Marlon is actually dead. So, and Mello is also dead. Seems Blue 4 and Green 4 have been going off their own sort of ideas for now, which I think is why Green 4 look quite shaky.
But I like how we're seeing Green 4. A lot are going to Sector 1, but a few are going to Sector 2. Norris and Rudd.
The easiest one to capture right now is Sector 1.
More mortars going on Sector 3. See, this makes me want to do like a neutral sector mission, but each side has 3 mortars.
That would be cool. And funny.
That would be pretty funny, because the mortars are never used effectively anyway, except the one mission I remember. So we'll call it artillery only.
That was just me screaming. Oh, I think some guy just got really unlucky. 26 might have just got really unlucky, just got picked off by a random spray of fire.
Yeah, that's understandable. I mean, Blue 4 have some good units still defending these AOs, but...
Not Bayer's back to 1, which means he got another kill. But, you know, he still did kill a friend.
Yeah, mortar technicals. That would actually be really cool. I can take my father's artillery idea that I've been meaning to run as like a Vietnam thing and instead apply it to FNF.
Ooh, and Alpha 2 take up the
Great
first
job by
defender,
Norris.
Yeah, of Sector 2.
He's on 4 kills himself.
And here comes the push by Green 4 pushing over the bay, the river. And they'll probably start making their entrance. They can't scale these walls unless they climb on top of their friends, but that will obviously leave some of them out. And there's 2 entrances.
So use a debt charge on the wall to breach. Nice.
Did it work? Oh, it did.
Yes.
That's actually Chad. I wonder how Hotel are doing right now. Hotel, no kills for Hotel. If Mike goes on the roof or looks out any window facing...
Yeah, he would see him.
Yeah.
A random tree just got taken out by a smoke grenade underbarrel GL.
The wall next to it got taken out.
Smoking
What
kills.
the fuck?
Guys. Smoking kills.
Green 4 uses explosive charge to break a hole in the wall. Blue 4. Haha, smoke grenade go.
Smoke grenade go. Tss.
Sector 2 is going to be a little more of a clear fight, but I think Sector 1's going to get hit pretty hard.
You know what? I take it back. If Green 4... Yeah.
Yeah.
Green 4 have lost no one on the sector take, so now I genuinely think
There's no one in the sector itself.
This is it. I take it back. Yeah, no, Blue 4 have actually pulled this out. Green 4 have actually pulled this out their arse somehow.
It was just a matter of if the mortar got some good shots in, and even though it was close, it did not, unfortunately. Hearing some more mortars land, but they're... See, if that was called in like 3 minutes ago, that would have gotten some good kills, but Green 4 is already folding into the AO.
I think blue 4 now know it's. These towers are not good for holding in. One nade or a GL is enough to cripple them.
Ooh,
So
with the
I will
last
say
bullet.
One part of that tower is invincible. The west side is not invincible because it's the base castle that was there. So if that, I don't know, yeah, that western side can collapse, then Greg and Olog will be stuck in the other one.
Nobbe and Julie rushing back, coming to help, but get caught out immediately by DJ. And gets taken out. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Barton gets attacked by Commander Pickles on the tower. Good coverage there by Green 4. Now Blue 4 is folding everything they can to hold a last-minute defense. Huh.
They have the time. Green 4 has lost all the momentum.
Oh, Fred and Resurge are now here, coming in behind, and Fred.
Yep. Research trying to flank around on the right. Might be able to get Banks. Grenades thrown over. Banks checking a window. And Research finds him. Look at Rudd, though, coming up the tower. Oh, they're going to run down right into Rudd. Rudd missed all of his shots. Throws a grenade as Patriot vaults into him.
Did the nade land?
Right into Leia's face. Rudd is dead, though.
Oh, Research is dead. Norris
Yep, Norris got him because Research breached on him.
Is Leia a medic?
I cannot tell. I don't think so. Dooley's a medic, though. Now you have the helicopter coming in with 7 people redeploying.
Patriot got wake-up checked, and because he failed it,
He just ragdoll off the fucking tower and died? Yeah. And Leia threw a grenade and it went right on him anyway. Oh my god.
I got a perfect shot of that, yeah.
That's brilliant.
I got a really good view of that.
AT going into that tower. I think Green 4 has the manpower. You got Nemesis, who's been another heavy hitter today on 7. Norris on 6.
How many rounds do they have, Naz?
They have 1,886.
They probably use the rest of them. What gun does Norris have? Oh, he only has... If Norris had the MG, he wins. So... The remaining blue 4 have actually managed to keep the remaining green 4 just completely, like, under wraps. Oh, you have Norris peeking round, who's going to see Julie here. Oh!
Did you just one-tap him?
Yeah,
yes, he did. 7 kills for Norris.
That was a beautiful shot. Olaf and Legs have just shut all the windows bar 1, just not wanting anyone to fire any GLs or nades in.
I will say they actually have little slots underneath the windows that they can look through too.
Can they? That helicopter can't pen, can it?
No, because it's only 762.
Holy
What
shit!
was that?
That was a Nemesis shot a fucking rocket.
Where is Nemesis?
Was it Nemesis? No, it's Nafs.
That's
Oh my
another one.
God.
They're both dead. Or down. Oh no. Okay. Oh, no.
That's crazy.
He shot it through the thing. Oh my god.
Oh, and Greg failed the wake-up check. Pickles is panicking here. It seems like he knows that RPGs are going out.
If
He's
you go to
closing the covers.
you can actually see the penetration on the other side too.
Wow. Leia just tried to whiff an AT shot into the helicopter. An AT from Foxtrot 1 and Green 4 comes in. I think Naps got picked off. Yeah, by Blue 4 behind him.
Oh, too bad the conveyor's not on. That'd be funny.
Tackle's coming in with his big gun.
I don't know where he went.
Green 4's got it pretty much surrounded now.
Tackle's firing gels.
Nemesis is getting suppressed. They're firing under that little window. About to enter the 15-minute mark. I think Green 4's got this, unfortunately.
Yeah, Greg's still down. Olaf, Liru, and Pickles. Pickles not in the best place, and I think he also just naded himself.
Hmm.
Yeah, here come more nades. Gazag and Tackle both rushing in, but Gazag actually doesn't have his gun out right now.
He's got his handgun out because he might be out of ammo for his machine gun.
There we go. They figured out enhanced movement.
Huh. Blue 4 is outnumbered like 4 or 5 to 1, and the helicopter's now landing to pick more people up to ferry them in.
Gazag and
Oh my
Gazag.
god, Gazag.
Very good.
There's 15 minutes. Now, as long as there's Green 4 people in Sector 2, technically overtime will be called as well.
I'm surprised
Good.
Olaf hasn't tried to wake Greg up.
Oh, he's not a medic, and there's genuinely
Yeah.
no. And there
Oh,
we go.
And he did. So Blue 4 firing from the rear. This is X-Ray folding in. Helicopter's just flaring overhead. Ooh,
Comes
Pink,
Leia, yeah.
Pingus's battle buddy went down to the 4 Blue 4 on the rear.
Down. It is just Olaf in a sea of Green 4. They have X-ray nearby, but as Pepit slowly starts to walk up the tower. Oh no, it's a different tower.
Tacklebear is going to go in with a 240 Bravo.
He's gonna get shot as soon as he walks in.
Oh.
I was about to say, Olaf better not miss all of those shots, because that's a top-down headshot.
So Olaf has actually got a really nice angle on anyone who comes in, but that smoke has now just kind of ruined that for him. Why would he throw a smoke
Did
there?
he throw that?
He threw that.
Why would he throw that?
I don't know.
I guess it gives time for Swan to come back in, and Swan's about to rejoin the area. And might catch Nemesis out.
They just team killed.
Yes, they did. Ash just killed. Was that Tackle? No, that was someone else.
Very good. Nate's going over from Swan. Swan has-
Chopper just got hit by AT! It's going down!
Oh, is he gonna make it? No.
Swan re-entering the AO.
So actually, he DC'd. He wasn't team killed.
Oh.
That was Lolo, I think.
Oh, if Swan breaches, he could get these guys in the rear, and they could actually wrestle control back of the AO for a minute.
He's in the AO.
Yep.
Honestly, he could hide in that little burnout building.
Mm-hmm.
Olaf is just holding this one angle. And he's got a PKP as well, which just makes it all that much easier.
Jesus!
Oh.
That was a bit of a choke.
Jesus. He died. Did Skip fall out the tower?
No, he ran down the tower, got shot at by Swan, and then Swan ran out of ammo and Skip just like triple tapped him.
Very good. It's just back to Olaf. I'm surprised Nemesis hasn't been the one to entry yet.
He's reserved. He's letting the other people have some fun.
Ash did team kill someone.
Oh, so he did kill him.
Yeah, he
huh?
did kill him.
When you look at his body, he's holding the gun, so I thought he was a DC.
So he's they're lifting Tackle out of there.
Who?
Tackle, the one who's down.
No, I said ooh because they're rubber banding for me.
There was
that
a
was
rubber
really
band for a
bad.
second.
Ash hasn't made entry. I thought Ash made entry, but he ran on the side. Oh, Ash has made entry. Oh, it's just two like built up next to each other. I didn't realize that. Oh, Olaf getting hit hard there.
Nem got tired of waiting. He's now running for it. Olaf doing a quick reload, but Nem decides to end it.
8 kills for Nemesis there. He went mental.
That was great. Bazooka running in. And they can't even kill Bazooka. There we go. There's everyone down. That's pretty funny.
That was something special.
All right, here's the deal, guys. I'll be back in a sec. Dream, I'm gonna raid you. So Bloodwing really wants to go to this this food truck thing, and when I told her I'd be done probably in an hour, I told her 6:30, and she got a little, you know, it gives that little like growl thing, whatever. But we're at 5:38, so I'm worried it's gonna be longer than that, and I don't want to make her mad, so I'm gonna wrap this up now. So here's the deal for today, guys. We'll be back at 8 o'clock for round 3. I'm gonna raid SL Dream. He's gonna cover he's gonna cover round 3. We'll be back for the NA branch for rounds 1 and 2. Green 4 won that down, if you don't mind paying out that prediction. We'll see if I can cover round 2 for NA, because we have the Bleach Boys at 10 for the finale op for the Operation Purifier, aka SCP Canada. And then after that's done, I'm gonna probably just go right into streaming the development for the Checkpoint RP, because that's all paid up. So thank you so much to Stone Willow and Larry for funding that. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching, guys. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers, and let me get this raid going. Thank you, Don. I appreciate it. But yeah, cheers. Have a good one, guys. Back in a few hours at 8 p.m. EST.